Hello, welcome to Me, Motivating, Education and Engaging, where we talk about topics that impact on us, our families, our children, the work we do in our communities because we think it's needful, we believe it's needful, and it will make us better people. So today I want to talk about digital poverty. We're talking about poverty and deprivation all the time, but I tell you, it's scary. I find it scary because I'm going to use an example that I went through the last 2 weeks, and I found out that wow, this is real. It is scary. Some research was done by the Ohio Institute of Developmental Studies, and they found out, or they showed that 1/3 of the world's population do not have a mobile phone. Do you believe that? And 50% of the global population have no internet. Can you believe that? And these are facts. That is just a tip of situations that are going on, that because we're in a small world, we know that everything's gone digital. People have phones, people have internet. But the truth of the matter is that, is it really true? Do we all have this? This was a research that was done some years ago. And now, because technology is going at a fast pace, people are being left behind. And it doesn't matter how much you know, how much, okay, yes, I'm good on my computer, I'm good on social media. There's always something new to learn. And it's so fast that, ask yourself, can I actually keep up? 2 weeks ago, like I said before, I was away, and we went for dinner in the evening, and COVID had made it in such a way that you've got to book for everything, and you've got to use an app, and you've got to use the booking system of the restaurant. You've got to do all that, and it can be so stressful. I found it very, very stressful. I'm used to going into a place, order my food, sit down, get being served. But now when you now get to that place whereby you've got to book at the entrance, they take your details, they take your picture, they do all that. Then you've now got to walk around for 30 minutes. Then you come back for the meal. And then you now sit at the table. Then you've got to use your phone to scan, scan on the table, and then order your food online and then take. It can be stressful. That is people like us that we're still more conversant. What about people that are not? What about people that are for some reasons, they are in digital poverty? And I'll give you a few examples. Digital poverty or digital exclusion can be seen from different angles. There are people that have low literacy skills. You see people, like I said, I'm a community consultant. I work with parents. Sometimes you're doing a flyer. People can't even read what you put down, and they're not telling you they can't read it. So they're low levels of literacy. They're low levels of income. They can't even get to, they can't even access these things. So when they can't even speak or read, and they can't even speak English, these are barriers even for that make people feel that I can't do this. What do I do? I was watching the news some days ago, and it was like the situation about the EU settlement. A lot of families have not settled themselves. They've not gone through the process. Why? Because they're not aware of it, and that will give the Home Office the opportunity to deport a lot of people. So people need to be helped from that angle. There's also the aspect that people they lack the motivation to use technology. It's just like, I just can't be bothered. And if they're going to use technology at all, it's about the restrictions. What can I use? What can I do? Or the minimal, using my phone, my emails on my phone, my Facebook on my phone. There are other things that impact on the digital world that we are so left behind, including me, that we really need to think about. What about the fact that now, this is quite important, the lack of physical access to technology? I was speaking to a colleague some days ago as well. So I'm always talking planning. We're planning activities and events, and he was talking, oh, I'm sending you this flyer, but tell parents that they've got to email. I said, what if they can't? He said, you know what? The way the world is going now, they've just got to get on with it. They've just got to get on it. I said, well, you might be saying that. Yes, they do need to get on with it. The elderly need to get on with it. The children need to get on with it. But do they have access to it? They want to get on with it. But can they? Because of the fact that they don't have access. There are a lot of places that have been closed down. A lot of families want to learn IT. There's not enough resources out there. COVID has made it in such a way that people can't even, in fact, the internet, the IT services have been oversubscribed. And the fact that people are not even confident enough to put themselves forward, say, I want to learn, is a big issue. So they can't access it. And so there are a lot of people that, I told you a story of somebody during the homeschooling. She wasn't confident enough to ask the school for a laptop because she was scared that it was going to get broken by her son. And if it gets broken by her son, how's she going to pay for it? So she told her son, use my phone. There are lots of things that I feel I feel bad about, and I feel we need to be more empathetic. It's not just about get on with it. It's about what can we do to support people, I need support, and that's why I'm always asking questions, but not everybody is confident enough to ask those questions. So I'm leaving us with this question. What do you think you need? What do you think you can do? You might be very conversant with the digital world, but what can you do to help somebody else? Where do we get the funding from? What can we do to support our communities so that we can catch up and we don't get left behind? Thank you for listening today. That is Me with Me. God bless.